Hi everybody, my name's Alan. On behalf of the crew, I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Bridging Heaven and Earth. Well, you know, here we are again, together in collaboration, because I know the people who watch this show have a hunger, have a desire, have a wish, a prayer to be in love, to be in true love, to be in unconditional love, to be happy. At the root of all the human experience and all the effort we make here, all of us want to be happy and joyous and loving our days and loving our nights and loving the opportunities and the breaths we're given on this planet. And for me, it's just an extraordinary opportunity to come before you again in collaboration and to be in the position to speak about the art and artists that you will hear and see and vibrate with and experience tonight. This is the third annual International Bridging Art Project show. And, you know, most of you, we show some of the art pieces that come in on every show that we do when we have, you know, regular guests on who've written books and psychics and healers and musicians and artists. But this show is special. This show is just devoted to the art, the energy, the manifestation, the creativity that comes through that way. And as most of you know who've watched the show before and have seen the other Bridging Heaven and Earth art project shows, and now they're available all over the world on Google, on YouTube, Google Video and YouTube. If you just put in Bridging Heaven and Earth art project, they're there, and you could watch. I think it's show 189 and show 204, and this show is going to be, I think, 221. But the art project came as a vision. It came as a, in a sense, a lucid dream. It came about the experience of being together, of healing this planet together, of healing the heart of this planet together, of doing acupuncture to this planet as a species, to come together joyously and lovingly and in creation and in manifestation. And it was to contact everyone we knew. And, you know, we had done so many shows before and been with so many artists and creative people. And all together, come together, and each person who feels the pull, feels the calling to create a new original art piece based on the theme Bridging Heaven and Earth. Any size, any color, any format, any medium, whatever comes through you in that manifestation, in that meditation on that theme, that vibration, Bridging Heaven and Earth, come, share it with us. Send it here, send it from wherever you are. And allow us the opportunity to use our gift here, this Bridging Heaven and Earth show, or these Bridging Heaven and Earth shows, the outlets on, you know, all the cities we send and all the cable stations that play it, and all the opportunity on the internet now, on the Googles and the YouTubes and all the other video stations that want to play the bridging shows, that make them available 24/7 for free. All the bridging shows are available. And to bring that art here and to have exhibits and to show that art manifested, created, dreamed, visioned on the theme Bridging Heaven and Earth. And what an honor it is, and what an honor it is for all of us to be part of that. And the pieces that have come in, just the originality, the creativity, the power, the inspiration is just extraordinary as far as I'm concerned. And now we started the second wave. We started, you know, most of the people who came for the first, you know, two shows and the first numbers of pieces, we knew. I mean, we knew from that they had done the shows, or they were friends of friends or something. And now people are coming from their connection with us on the internet, from people to people to people. And on this show, we have art from In 1 week, we received art, 2 pieces, which you'll see from France. And that same week, we received 2 from Australia, and we received from this person from Peru and Cameroon, Africa. Just unbelievable pieces about the love, about the oneness, about the creativity, about the power of our intention to know the oneness, to know the truth, to bridge heaven and earth, to let the seeming differences, the seeming stories that separate us, realize what they are. They're a thin veil between the infinite and love. And there is no difference. There is no separation. It's just the illusion that there is anything separate outside the oneness. And the pieces you see tonight are examples of that. So many different ways that we flower and the ways that we express that beauty and that consciousness. So really all I can say is sit down, relax, enjoy whatever way you get to. Let whatever stories and troubles and things of your day, let them fade for now. Come with us on the journey into creativity, the worldwide essence of creativity. And people have sent in poems, people have written songs that will play while their pieces are being shown. Their bios are unbelievable about how they've sought and experienced that love and oneness. Come with us. Come on this journey, this magical mystery tour. And join us, please. Everyone who's listening to this show, every friend of anyone who's listening to this show, join us. This project is ongoing, it's infinite, it's inclusive, and it's for you, and it's for us, and it's for all of us, and it's for the healing of the heart of this planet. So we'll have a little video. It's a beautiful little music video done by a song that Leslie and I wrote. It's called Oh Happy Day, and there's also a little bridging promo on after it. And then we'll just have one extraordinary piece of art after another. So Oh Happy Day and the bridging promo, join us. Thank you and enjoy.
Happy day, no more painful walls divide us. Oh, happy day, it's a new millennium. Oh, happy day, with spirit that it guide us. Oh, happy day. We've been lost in our illusions. We were brainwashed from the start. We've been captured by contradictions that confuse a gentle heart. We've been pieces of a puzzle with a picture so unclear. We could never make much sense of how to love or what to feel. I believe we can do it. I think we stand a chance. It just takes a bit of knowing it's like learning how to dance. Since we are the world, we can change the world. Oh, happy day, see that kid out on the sidewalk. To it's easy to place the blame. We could label away the innocent, judge so many by the name. But when we all come together, things will be as they should be. It's time we all begin again to truly see what there is to see. I believe we can do it. It's so easy when we try. Feel the light between us and remember how to fly. Since we are the world, we can change the world. Oh, happy day, see that kid out on the playground. Oh, happy day, now she'll know that she is free.
Hi everybody, welcome back. So that was a really beautiful video. It's one of my favorites, Oh Happy Day. Be nice if we had Oh Happy Days every day. So what we're going to do before we show the art is let me just settle in. Let's have a short meditation together and then the art will be there. And so let's do a meditation first together. Okay, thank you. So the first piece we're going to see tonight, just settle in, really. It's really an opportunity and a chance for us to all experience this beauty from really all over the planet. So the first picture is going to be Rana Raja, the Bridging Heaven and Earth Angel. So this picture you're seeing is just this wonderment as far as I could tell. It's Rana Raja's piece. She lives in France now. It's called the Bridging Heaven and Earth Angel. And just the beauty of it, the beauty of the composition and all the, I mean, it says Bridging Heaven and Earth. We stand with hands outstretched to the endless sky, peace and joy and love and oneness and hope. and it's just, you know, the tree of life, really, you know, and this person was one of the people who, you know, as part of this new expansion of the project, and as part of the availability to see all these shows and all this art, you know, on the internet, and people are starting to watch it from all over the world. And the song you're hearing a little bit behind me is a song that she did with this piece. It's done by Rana and Richard Dre. And Richard Dre is an incredible musician, inspiring musician who lives in Kent, England. And this song was specifically made to go with this piece, the Bridging Heaven and Earth Angel. And it's, you know, just, you know, this piece came from France. The next piece you'll see, which is also by Rana, it's called Mother Earth, and also came from France. So you'll see that one now. And this piece you're looking at is called Mother Earth. Now let me tell you a little about Rana. She lives in an isolated area surrounded by wild scrubland in southwest France. Her studio is a roundhouse built from limestone and oak wood from the surrounding trees. In the winter months, Rana goes down to southern Spain to paint in the foothills of the Alpujarran mountain range. She chooses to live close to nature, for it is there that she gains inspiration for her inner work. Rana's paintings are inspired from the earth, the source, the mothers of all things. She listens to the silence within, to her dreams and intuitions, and paints from her heart. And this particular painting she had done even before she knew about the art project. It was in the time the art project was happening, and she said she had this dream, and she didn't know really how to connect it. And was an intentional wound on it, and so she wrote an email to us. See her wound. Please don't think I am sending a damaged piece of work. The wound is part of her healing, and this image is, I feel, probably the most powerful work I have done so far. The reason I want you to have this image is because Bridging Heaven and Earth is where she belongs, in love and light for this sacred planet. So you can really, just in these first two pictures, I mean, you can just get the feel for the enlivening of the energy that's really starting to happen on this planet to do the healing. I mean, the energy that Rana put into making this piece happen, and to shipping it from France to us here in California. And the joyous and loving way she did it, and just to be so much interested to be collaborative with us as part of this project. I mean, for us here, I mean, to see these pieces come in from so many different countries. I mean, in 1 week, as I said earlier, we received these two from France and from Peru, and from, I think that week we received a couple from Australia, and we received a couple from Argentina and Peru and parts of Europe. And so the power of it is really unbelievable. And the next piece you see is someone from Peru, Oscar Brusarto. Yeah, this one is Transcending. It's an oil on canvas by just this incredible artist, born in Peru, now, you know, painting and living in Florida, Oscar Brusarto. And let me read you this this letter that they sent along with us. Dear Bridging friends, we are most happy to mail you today an original oil on canvas by mystic artist Oscar Brusarto Carbonell for your beautiful project. We would like to congratulate you once more for this beautiful project and to send you our best wishes for its success. And this is some information about Oscar. He's a well-known author, international lecturer, poet, and author of innumerable writings related to self-knowledge, healing, art for good health, meditation, and spiritual science. He is also an accomplished artist, and his artworks are done on oil on canvas and also in digital painting. He was born in Peru, Lima, Peru, and has been living in Miami for the last few years. His art is very well known at the international level, and his paintings have been exhibited in galleries, art centers, philanthropic and private institutions. Oscar belongs to the Art Museum of Lima, Peru, Peruvian artist, where he is registered in their private archives. He is also a well-known international lecturer, spiritual teacher, and healer. He has been painting since his early years and has a great knowledge on the ancient science and techniques of sacred geometry, on the ancient symbols and the healing energies. So, I mean, you know, just more and more the expansion of that love energy, the expansion of that oneness energy, the expansion of, in a way, the love, an expansion of the love just keeps expanding, and we're so fortunate to be part of that. So the next piece is by this artist from Cameroon, Akko Iyang, and it's just magnificent. So this beautiful piece of magnificence is the connection. It's an oil on canvas. You know, Akko is from Cameroon, Africa. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at the painting, so you can see what an extraordinary talent he is. He calls himself the painter of the white dove. Up in the upper right corner, you'll see a white dove. In every one of the paintings he does, there is a white dove. Here's what he writes just generally. Life on Earth today seems to be overshadowed by news of violence, terrorism, nuclear and biological threat, wars, rumors of wars, famine, drought, natural disasters, and a proliferation of new diseases. In this backdrop, it is easy to find ourselves losing precious happiness to worry, stress, doubt, drugs, and fear. The good news is that it does not have to be this way, because we have at our disposal the most powerful force in the universe, the Holy Spirit. All we have to do is ask this great Spirit to walk with us daily as we go about our lives in search of peace, hope, happiness, and prosperity. And we can begin to experience the most amazing transformation in our various situations and circumstances. Remember that the Holy Spirit is here because of you. Use it. God bless you. The Akko Iyang, the painter of the white dove. So, you know, again, if you look, I mean, you know, the interpretation, I spoke to him about it just recently. I mean, the cabins on the right side of the picture, you know, represent the houses on the water, you know, our potential, the heaven, the possibility. And here, over here is the, you know, the people on earth and the possibility and the potential to, you know, reach that heaven. And then sometimes the obstacles, the cats and the pulling away from heaven. And I think the tortoise, he told me, was to represent the tortoise and the hare, that, you know, there are obstacles, but to keep making that slow, steady progress into that heaven, into that oneness, into that love. And our opportunity is to go through that. And, you know, for us at Bridging, you know, I've said this in a bunch of the segments and a bunch of the shows, for these pieces of art to come in from all over the world and to be part of this and to see all the different kinds of expressions. I mean, you're getting a feel for it. I mean, in the little while we've been doing this particular show, you've seen 4 pieces of magnificence, all different and all different sizes, and you'll see different mediums, but the opportunity is for us all to create in that expression, in that new paradigm, in that way of letting love come through us, in the connection to bridge heaven and earth, in the connection to come into that experience of truth and oneness and love and happiness. And, you know, again, the opportunity is available to everyone. So anybody watching this show, you don't have to be a professional artist. You don't have to be able to create images like this. If you want to share and express your love, we will give it an outlet. We will allow that to come through you and then to come through us to the world. So remember, it's infinite, it's inclusive, and they'll just keep coming. So the next incredible piece is by Ali Miner, a dear old friend of Bridging. So this piece is Angel of Creation. Again, it's by Ali Miner. She's been a friend of Bridging and was an early guest on the show. And we actually went up to, she lives in Carmel, Monterey area, and went up to her house. And her house is just this mystical journey of incredible art from the minute you walk into the house to the, you know, from every, in the bathroom there are these incredible pictures. I mean, she's just been really involved in art and inspirational art and creativity since she's, you know, was an early child, young child, rather than early child. And she was a guest on Bridging in one of our first seasons, and she had these incredible cards with poems and, you know, just a great being in terms of creating that energy and that vibration and that, I don't know if you can see, you know, with how the cameras are working at the moment, but in the lower right-hand corner, you're seeing all these animals, the angel of creation, and all these species of animals just so perfectly drawn, and the energy of them. You know, this is the Garden of Eden. This is the heaven on earth. This is the bridge. I mean, this kind of energy, the energetics behind this kind of picture is, you know, our bridge, is our opportunity for all of us to be coming from that place of creation, our opportunity of coming from that place of the connection. So let me read a little about Ali. I mean, she's just an extraordinary being. From a very young age, Ali had an artistic gift. She received her first art lessons at the age of 7. From her freshman year in high school, she was in charge of set design. Oil on canvas, which is what this is, has always been her first love. In 1993, she launched consciousness cards featuring paintings of angels, animals, sea and landscape, and children, a body of work compiled over 10 years. Her cards have reached around the globe with images and messages encouraging awareness of love, our planet, ourselves, and one another. She has written verse and/or story for each image. These images are also available in book form. For Ali, art is passion. It is spirituality in its deepest sense, a connecting with the universal creative energy. There must be passion for life, for love, for creativity. For her, they all melt together and become one. Her work has been featured in galleries across the United States and Mexico for over 25 years. It has appeared on book, CD, and magazine covers, in private and corporate collections, in group and one-woman shows, as well as jury events, including the Laguna Beach Festival of Art, the New York Art Expo, art expos in Europe. And I mean, just, you know, so much of these art project shows are you seeing the art and you feeling the force and the energy and the power and the inspiration and the creativity behind each one of these pieces. And the opportunity for us all to come into that space and come into that creativity is really available now. I mean, that was one of the real visions of the art project, is that people all over the world would take part in this, that people would create from that experience, from that hope, from that prayer of bridging heaven and earth, to form the new paradigms energetically by their art and this art project. And, you know, again, we're, you know, very, very fortunate. And the next piece is this extraordinary piece, this quilt from Austria by another dear friend of Bridging's, Veronica. So this extraordinary handmade, hand-beaded quilt is called Bridging Heaven and Earth. It's by a friend of Bridging's from Austria, Veronica. She and her husband are involved in just enormous numbers of spiritual endeavors, and they do pendants and workshops and just all types of creative audio projects. And they're just shining the light, another place where light is being shown. And what she wrote about this is that it's a spiral overstar of Christ bridging heaven and earth for souls in channeling their own messages, dancing the living, laughing love to source. So, I don't know what you're sensing and seeing and feeling, but as I'm sitting here, and the way the light's hitting off all these sparkly pieces, you can just really feel the commitment to consciousness, the commitment to love. You can really feel the power and the energy of that which brought this alive. And again, for us, at the Bridging headquarters, when we get these packages in and we open them and just see what's coming in from all over the world, we're just completely blown away. And so now we'll see the other part of this, the other half of this incredible quilt bridging heaven and earth. So let's see that. Okay, so this different angle, the reverse side, the other side, you see this heart spiraling, this heart moving through, and it's connected by this green, again, bridging heaven and earth. It's bridging heaven and earth. Again, it's the heart and the beating and the opportunity that we have as human beings to know that, to be in this human body, to be in the center of all the stuff and all the busyness and all the ways of being, and to experience that infinite, that oneness, that quality that people call God. And Veronica has in this quilt, as we've seen in paintings, as we've seen before in sculptures, as we've seen before in collages and glass pieces and song, that is the quality and that is the nature of this time. And that's what the hunger is to know that connection. And all these manifestations energetically, as they're being produced, as they're being created, as you're watching them now, are putting out an energy of healing, are putting out an energy of love. And feel it, suck it in, take it in, be part of it, create with us, collaborate with us, let that love shine. It's an opportunity for us, really. So the next two pieces we're going to have are another series of beautiful pieces, Leslie Marcus and Solana Tara. So yeah, you're looking at these two different, amazing, beautiful pieces of love, really. The one on your left, this one right here, is by Leslie Marcus. It's Lotus Lady 2. It's an oil-on canvas. And the other piece is Solana Tara. It's called Source Revealed, another oil-on canvas. We seem to have gotten a lot of oil-on canvases recently. And let me just read you a little bit about what the inspiration for these two pieces are. It's just really, really a beautiful thing. So this piece is the translation of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, and that means, Nam means devotion. By devoting our lives to this law through our faith, practice, and study, we will awaken the life condition of Buddha or enlightenment inside ourselves. Myoho, mystic law. As the Daishonin explained in one of his writings, what then does Myo signify? It is simply the mysterious nature of our life from moment to moment, which the mind cannot comprehend or words express. When we look into our own mind at any moment, we perceive neither color nor form to verify that it exists, yet we still cannot say it does not exist, for many differing thoughts continually occur. The mind cannot be considered either to exist or not to exist. Life is indeed an elusive reality that transcends both the words and concepts of existence and non-existence. It is neither existence nor non-existence, yet exhibits the qualities of both. It is this mystic entity of the middle way that is the ultimate reality. Myo is the name given to the mystic nature of life, and Ho to its manifestations. Renge, literally the lotus flower, which seeds and blooms at the same time. This represents the simultaneousness of cause and effect. We create causes through thoughts, words, and actions. With each cause made, an effect is registered simultaneously in the depths of life, and those effects are manifested when we meet the right environmental circumstances. Life itself is an endless series of causes and simultaneous effects. Chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is the deepest cause we can make in order to produce our desired effect. Kyo, sound or teaching. This is how the Buddha has traditionally instructed through the spoken word which is heard. Myoho Renge Kyo is the Lotus Sutra's title and contains its essential meaning. So it's basically what's considered the language of the Buddha. So you can see really that each one of these people, each one of these artists, each one of the people we've talked about who is really joyously and lovingly opening their hearts in collaboration with this Bridging Heaven and Earth art project, are really letting that expression go, are really letting that out. So let me read you a little about Solana Tara. It's called Source Revealed. She's been an international teacher and student in the field of body, mind, and spirit for over 25 years. She is a former instructor of the Silva Mind Development Training, a Reiki master. She's received a degree in traditional Eastern arts. She teaches, continuing her studies in Sanskrit and Vedic. She volunteers for the Circle of Love. She teaches yoga. She's the author of extraordinary book, Letter Through the Veils, A Journey into the Mystery. And her heart yearns to realize the mystical union with the divine beloved and to assist others on their path toward their great awakening. Blessed be to all. So there we are, and aren't we really fortunate to be part of this? So the next two pieces you'll see are Eliza McCracken, Enchanted Love, and Bianca, I Pearl Love, an extraordinary glass piece. So these two amazing and again different pieces of love, pieces of creativity. On your left, you're seeing Enchanted Love by Eliza McCracken, and on the right, you're seeing by Bianca, I Purr, P-U-R-R, Love. And we're also going to have, and you'll hear at different times under this, a purring, a CD purring behind that. But let me talk about Eliza's first, and I'll get into that. Now, Eliza's piece we got early on. I mean, she was one of the first people we contacted because we had seen her extraordinary work, and we had come across her amazing books. Here's one of them, Spirit of Joy, and she's got two others here that I'll hold up. And Eliza was just so happy and so honored, really, to be part of the project and to collaborate with us on that. And this piece came in early, and it's really been one of my favorites over the years. And she wrote this little piece when it first came in. The inspiration for this piece was the Bridging Heaven and Earth Foundation and divine love for all humanity. Every soul is of irreparable beauty. As beloved, we are uniquely designed for a brilliant purpose and plan. We are expressions of divine creativity, worthy of all the honor bestowed upon masterpieces, for indeed we are. So let me hold up this last book. This is called Pure Grace. I guess you just saw that. And now you'll see the Dance of Love. And all these books have the amazing work and amazing joy of Eliza McCracken. And she's has cards and books and these incredible original art pieces. So You know, it's ElizaMcCracken.com. You could check her out, check out the amazing work she's doing and it's just about the love and about the connection. And this other piece that was done by Bianca, I Pearl Love, was done with glass pieces, all the colors of the rainbow. It was done as fused glass, the eyes and the nose, and stained glass. It's the 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 chakras, and the heart, light, love, where the purring comes from. And let me just, be quiet for a minute, and you'll hear the purr of love. So really, I mean, as you've been seeing, I guess so far we've seen, 10 pieces tonight. I mean, literally there are close to 100 now that have come in from the art project. And you're seeing the vastness of the potential for that love to come through people, for that experience to heal this planet, to one by one piece at a time, one of us at a time, coming into that recognition, more of that recognition, more of that realization. It's what this time is about. It's for us all to come together in joy and loving collaboration and allowing that creative force, that God force, that love to come through us. So again, here's an opportunity, and the next pictures you're seeing came from Australia. Lena Eve, 2 photos by Lena Eve. So these 2 beautiful pieces from Australia, Lena Eve, again, an extraordinary being who came to us through the internet, through web, through word of mouth, and has produced these 2 extraordinary pieces. The one on the left is Boulder Rocks at Tenterfield, NSW, Australia. And then the one on the right is Misty Morning in the Enchanted Wood. And, again, the participation from all over the world, from all these talented and inspirational and empowering and devoted to the love people and devoted to the oneness, and to be part of that and to have this part of, the Bridging Heaven and Earth art project. And we're also working, I don't think I've mentioned it during this show, I know I've mentioned it during other shows, is we're working on a virtual gallery where all these pieces will be shown and linked to each individual artist's website. And we do have on the Bridging Heaven and Earth website, which is heaventoearth.com, links to all these artists who have web pages. So if you go there and you go to the art project page, you'll be able to see this. And what we do, besides having, this is the 3rd annual art project show, we have, and that we do one show every season with only the art, is that for every regular show with a regular guest, we put on a piece of this art in between the guest and I during the talk section. So we really believe in this project. We really believe in the energy of the project and the healing quality and the consciousness quality of this. So this piece on the left, Boulder Rocks at Tenterfield, this is what Lena says about it. I took this photo especially for Bridging Heaven and Earth. These ancient rocks, forged by nature, remind me of the standing stones of Stonehenge. The rocks are basalt, rounded by the wind and beautifully decorated with lichen. The clouds that day seem to stretch into forever, and the sandy road meandered gracefully amongst the hills and valleys, a perfect bridging image. So that's this one on the left. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And then the one on the right is Misty Morning in the Enchanted Wood. Misty Morning is a limited edition print from my original acrylic painting. This is the early morning view from our bedroom window. The slim swaying eucalyptus trees are feminine, dancing deities, and the early morning is filled with bird song and the delicate fragrance of the Australian bush. So again, you know, how we all over this planet find ways to not recognize the love and not recognize the oneness is really, it's hard to imagine. And not be supportive of each other in our creative ventures and find ways to have ethnic cleansing and have wars and have consistent strife in our lives and not experience the love and the oneness is just, it's amazing really. But time is now to really go for the love. So the next two pieces you're going to see are by Mark Schulery and Jojo Scheiken, and they're beautiful. So, okay, these two beautiful pieces, the one on the left is by Mark Schulery. It's called Peace on Earth. And the one on the right, the beautiful photograph, is Jojo Scheiken, Tangibility. So here they are, different sizes, different medians, and expressing, bridging heaven and earth, expressing that love. This piece on the left by Mark Schulery, Peace on Earth. This is the content of the script. I don't know if you can see it appearing behind this. It's a chalk drawing, and it's based on the Wisdom of Loving book cover. This is also the Wisdom of Loving book cover by Mark Schulery as a promising young teenager student. He was inspired by the work of his mother and father, Mary Louise Schulery, author of an extraordinary book of the same name, The Wisdom of Loving, and Mahe Patrick Johnson, and saw the wisdom of loving symbolized in this logo. He saw that wise loving produces unconditional love. It would help uplift the human condition and end our distortion and pollution of Earth's magnificent beauty. And these are prose he wrote at the time about this, Peace on Earth. Peace on earth, goodwill towards men. You know that people really should love each other. It's that simple. If people could only share all of the love inside of themselves instead of promoting nuclear war, perhaps the earth could return to the way that it once was, a place where everything was in a state of natural beauty, peace, and tranquility. But first, we all have to reach out and join hands around the world in a mass effort to love each other, and then let that energy spread all over the globe. Let it encompass all the souls of the planet with its warmth and light. Reach out. Be the most generous and loving person you can be, and if we all in turn practice, perhaps we'll change the planet into the place it was originally meant to be. Peace on Earth, Mark Schulery. So, you know, I mean, you can see just another example of how we can express that heaven on earth, how we can express this love. And this picture, which was really brought today to the studio, I'd never seen it before. Jojo Scheiken is a new friend and a new supporter and a new collaborator with Bridging. And this represents the divine fire within. It's called Tangibility. It's a photograph, as you can see. And interestingly enough, he said that the message he got when that picture was done was that I would know what to talk about. And I don't know how many of you have gone to the Bridging Heaven and Earth website, which is heaven2earth.com, heaventoearth.com. And in the opening of that is lightning and thunder. And over that it says, we are all made of love, God is love, and we are God. And really, in a way, that's the message of this art project, that's the message of the show, is that we can experience the love, we can experience the oneness, we can experience that the Father and I are one, that is the potential. And that's the tangibility that Jojo is expressing, that he gave me the gift and the allowance to express for him. And you know, the beauty of all these pieces just really starts to overwhelm me. So we're going to have one more set of two pieces by Tantra Bensko and Lisa Fanday, and they're coming in from all over the world, and you could join us. So Lisa and Tantra. Okay, so this piece is a beautiful, beautiful, just explosion, really. That's by Tantra Bensko, and I'll talk about, it's called Bridging Heaven and Earth, and the one on the right is called Heaven Touching Earth by Lisa Fende. So again, you know, different and spectacular in their own way. And really, you know, I know that the people, you know, they talk about the art project show and they say, well, you know, it's just hard to tell. And, you know, just look at the picture and feel the energy. Just try to let the energy of these pictures come through to you, the dedication and the commitment of these people, the feelings of the bridging heaven and earth that created these pieces. And you'll see that something begins to happen, some transformation, some enlivening of a certain type of energy. And the energy is the connection, the energy is of the love. So let me tell you a little about the one on the left, this one by Tantra. It's called Bridging Heaven and Earth. And Tantra is a writer, she's a professional model, a Tantra yoga teacher, a psychic, a healer. She transmits transformational energies. She arranges groups for lucid play, going into deep states together with tantric techniques and interacting, experimenting, learning new skills with fun methods, and helping the world around us with the Maharishi effect. And also, let me read this poem that she just sent us today, because I hadn't been able to reach her when I was going to tell her that this piece was going to be shown on the art project. And she wrote this, Non-Containers by Tantra Bensko. The crack in the bowl widens and the grin pokes through. Normally at 10 I sleep. Today I go to bed at the crack of paradise, the grin of heaven, the light of the world breaking its hold. The bowl is white, the wild blackberries indigo, the mouth open, the source of fruit laughing, the eater of fruit playing, the concept of hunger pretending its lines. We need nothing, we play at being fruit and being mouth, desperate for approval, until we go through the crack to the rest of ourselves, the light that shows between the cracks, where you are, where I am. So, you know, pretty amazing. And this piece on the right, the Heaven Touching Earth, is an oil on canvas by Lisa Fende. The bluebird sings the song of happiness, bringing joy for the new day. So Lisa's been an artist since she's, you know, been a young girl, and her styles range from classical painting to impressionistic and contemporary paintings. She is an accomplished artist in the medium of oils, watercolors, pastels, and clay. Her vivid colors and thick brushwork give her paintings a textural, sculptural quality. She's had many exhibits in California, Mexico, and New Mexico. Her most recent exhibits include the Angel Show at the Allende Institute of the Arts and a one-woman show at the Teatro Angela Peralta in Mexico. Currently, her paintings are on display in an exhibit at the Galleria in El Paso, Texas, and on tour with the Modern Day Indians collection at the Smithsonian Art Museum. So really, you know, we're coming to the end of the show. I think we've shown, you know, 15 or so pieces of love, pieces of gifts from all over the world to us, to the world. And hopefully, as people begin to see the show, as we, you know, finish assembling it and editing it, and it starts to go around to all the cable stations where bridging is shown, and it starts to go on all the internet stations where bridging is, where it's on Google Video, it's on YouTube, it's all the bridging shows, including this one, when it gets up there, will be available 24/7 all over the world for everyone to see for free. And the opportunity of that for us all to come together is just a miracle, really. So again, if anyone feels moved to collaborate with us, if they feel moved to participate with us, please call me, Alan, 805-687-2053, 805-687-2053. You can watch all the shows on Google Video, on YouTube. Good night. We love you. Thank you. Join us. Collaborate with us. Good night.